Hi, everyone. We are here with Khomotjo. I am so excited for you guys all to hear her story today. I worked with Khomotjo over the past year to get her first rental property. So before we get into the fun details and the amazing property that she got, Khomotjo, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself, where you live, what you do for work, and maybe what got you excited about wanting to invest in real estate?
So I am Khomotjo, and I live in the state of New Jersey in Bergen County. I work as a registered nurse in an intensive care. I love my job so much. And as I was working, I met a lot of travel nurses, and we kind of a lot of them started telling me about real estate and started telling me that they're saving up for, buying rental properties. And so I kind of just started diving into it, and I started talking to my husband about it. I started, just doing a little bit of research about it, because initially something we wanted to do like from 7 years ago, but we were scared that what if the tenant doesn't pay rent? What if there's bed bugs? What if all of that? So yeah.
So when you joined the program, I remember when we did our discovery call, you're like, well, we're kind of already in contract on a property. And I remember, and you probably remember too, it was like wintertime and I'm in the parking lot at McDonald's talking to you, doing our Zoom call because we were out of power at home. And I'm like, I have to talk to her because she's got this problem. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
So
Yeah.
tell everybody just a quick rundown of that deal and why that ended up not being a good opportunity for you guys and why you backed out of it.
I think that when it comes to real estate, it looks in the paper, as you see like on Instagrams or Facebook or wherever, you just think that it's something that's just so easy and something that you can just do with a little bit of research. I think you can, but I think one of the things that happened with the first deal is we were not well informed, we were not educated, we didn't do our homework very well. We just trusted and believed everything that our realtor told us. And so one of the things we didn't know was we didn't request rent roll. We didn't even know it was a thing. And so it turned out that a few days before closing, we found out that the tenants that we were about to inherit, were not paying rent. And so thankfully, I spoke to you, but not that you told us to back out of the deal, but after we did enough research, we felt confident and comfortable taking a risk of getting out of a contract. Of course, we were scared that we might get sued, but at the same time, we had evidence that there was a lot of hidden information from us that we deserved to know before we even got in a contract, or at least in the middle of a contract. So yeah, that was very scary. And I was like, no, we need a mentor. We need to do this the right way, because we felt like we were not going to invest after that. We were not going to do real estate anymore. We were like, oh, this is not for us. This is not the type of people we are. And we were like, maybe if we do it, well, let's just do it the right way and find someone who can lead us, guide us, and walk through this with us.
And you guys found an amazing property. Tell everyone about the one you guys have now.
I think once I started working with you, I kind of redid everything. We looked for a new realtor, we looked for a new lender, so pretty much we built the whole new team after speaking with you, after watching the modules. We kind of just decided to rebuild the whole team, which we did. It didn't take that long. Our realtor found us, send us the listing. And I woke up that morning on a Sunday and I'm like, hey, I like this property. Can you give us the disclosure and all of that? And so this property that we got is a duplex, and
where's it at?
It's a duplex, and it was listed for $189,900. We offered $190 to be exact. and our offer got accepted within 2 days.
Awesome. And you got some seller credits.
Yes,
right?
so
And
we, during the contract, after the inspection, we found minor things. Our realtor recommended that we request like a $5,000 credit, which we did, and we got the $5,000 credit at closing, which was fantastic because nobody was giving no seller credits like in this past year.
No, they weren't. It was really nice. And it came with 2 tenants too, which was nice because you already got to get some immediate, income right
Yes.
away. So
Yes.
do you remember, I know we just kind of went over the numbers before we hit record, but do you want to share your amazing cash flow that you're getting?
Yeah, actually, one of our tenants just moved out, and because of that, our rent, we are increasing the rent from 1,300 to 1,400, and then the current tenant that we have, we are also increasing her rent as well by $200. So our cash flow after paying the mortgage, paying taxes and insurance, and paying property management, we have like about $833 a month.
Like, so exciting. So when I'm on Instagram and stuff, I preach at least 300 a month. I mean, you
Yes.
guys like,
Yeah.
way more than 300. For a lot of people, that's their rent, and then they're getting some cash flow from that. So the fact that you're getting, what, $11,000 to $12,000 a year, pretty much, positive cash flow in your pocket, that's just going to help you build your down payment back again so much quicker.
Yes.
So I'm really excited for you, as I keep saying today.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great. So how do you feel, Khomotjo, that the program, and my coaching has helped you? Did anything stand out that you really liked, or even that you didn't like? It's okay to say.
I think personally, something that I loved the most about this program was the one-on-one session. It's something that I loved so much. I did a lot of research prior to joining your program. There were like other programs, but I think that a lot of them were not aligned with what we were looking for. And so when I got to meet you, there was so much, it was a good fit. There was so much alignment because, like, speaking with you, I knew we were not going to be alone. And I knew that we were not going to ever like have to wonder what to do next. So one of the things that I learned was a lot of programs are more like masterclass, where like they're pre-recorded. You buy the program, you watch it on your own at your own pace. If you have any questions, sometimes they do have like once a week meeting, but if you miss it, you're going to have to watch the recording. So like technically you never have your questions like answered. So I think that what we loved most is just having you and being able to like it. The schedule was just nice, that because we met at the time that it works for you, it works for us. And that time we can discuss all of the questions with you. We can ask you anything. We can do research with you live. So I think that I loved that most. As far as the modules, I'm not the type of person to read or like a chunk of materials all at once. I like to go back to them for specific reasons. So for example, when like, how you taught me how to do research. So even now when I look for the next properties, I kind of like have to go back on how to do, oh, by the way, how do I do research? Or by the way, how do I calculate like PITI? So I like that I can use them as a reference for me. I didn't like to look at all of them. I just like to look at them per phases. Like when we were doing property management interviews, I went to them. When we were looking at like the leases, I went to them. So I looked at them in that aspect, but my favorite part was this moment where I get to speak with you live.
Well, I love it too. That's why I do it. I'm with you. Like the big programs, there's just not a lot of connection there, and for me, I do this because I like to do it. I like to help people and I like to get to know. And I know if I ever went to New York, I mean, I will be like, hey, Khomotjo, want to meet up?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I think that honestly, to be honest, the other thing was we wanted to work with somebody who has a normal life like us, if that makes sense. Like somebody who has a family, somebody who is like slow and steady investor. Like we don't want to be in a program of like somebody running 150 units. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's just a little bit overwhelming for the type of people we kind of just wanted somebody who has like, like real estate portfolio. They are like working towards their like cash flow and building generational wealth in a nice steady pace, which is why I feel like you were a good fit for us.
Thank you, Khomotjo. For everybody that's watching this and thinking, they're watching it because they're thinking, oh, maybe I want to invest in Casey's coaching program. What other people have to say? Do they like her and all that? What would you say to those people that are watching this conversation right now, thinking, I think I want to invest in real estate. I might want to join her program. I don't know. What would you say to them?
I think that I would tell them that first, the first thing I would highly recommend, I think this program is not for people who don't have the money yet. I feel like with this program, you want to join it when you know that you are ready or almost ready to invest in real estate, because I feel like the information that we get in this class and with this mentorship is more like active, where when you're in an active research and you are about to get in a contract, you're looking to build your team and you're not confident with your decision. I think it's perfect for that, because I feel like honestly, you're not looking for a property by yourself. You have somebody working with you. You have questions, or you have a contract and you're not sure, you don't feel confident or comfortable signing yet. At least you have Casey to look at it very quickly. You have Casey to help you negotiate. You have Casey. So I think that I would definitely say this is the program for someone who is serious about their real estate investing, who is serious about growing passive income and having that somebody to lean on, you're never alone. That's the big thing about this program.
I love it. Thank you so much. So what are your next steps for you? You got your duplex, it's cash flowing, you're raising the rent. What do you guys have, you and Andy have your eyes set on next?
Right now, we're doing research. We're in a research phase. We are weighing options because obviously interest rates are on a high level. So we are looking either on buying another duplex or getting into midterm rental. We don't feel confident and we don't feel comfortable as yet because we have not done enough research on midterm rentals. But we are definitely sure that by spring we will have another property. So we may try the midterm rental. If it doesn't work, we'll just flip it back into like long-term rental. But we don't know yet. We just know that as far as long-term rental investment, we feel confident, we feel comfortable, we have resources, we know where to find the modules, we know where to find you. So it's nice in that aspect that we know how to grow, we know what we need to do. And with the cash flow that we're getting, we can like very quickly build another down payment. And even if we have to add it up a little bit, but definitely for sure, we are going to scale up. We just have to do more research, obviously, because this program obviously is not designed to talk about midterm rentals. So obviously it gave us a lot of confidence and start up about long-term rental, which is what this program is about and what we were looking at. So we might get another long-term rental again. So we don't know.
Either way is good. Maybe you get another long-term, short-term, get the beach house,
Yeah.
the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But I think that it's just nice to have that income that you know it's solid and it's coming versus like trying to wonder what if you don't have like somebody staying there and things like that. So we'll see. We're just doing research. We don't want to rush. One thing we learned is that programs programs are not the same, and they're not always a waste of money either. It's this was beneficial for us.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much. I was going to ask, did you think it was worth it?
Oh yeah, totally. It was definitely worth it because I feel like it saved us thousands and thousands of dollars. It saved us a lot of headache. Because if we didn't have much knowledge and we didn't meet up with you or we didn't come across you, we would have signed that contract and we would have to deal with eviction from day one, which could have like really drained our finances, and God knows where we would be today. I don't know. So I'm just so glad in a sense that it's a great, for us, was a great investment and we have no regrets.
Thank you, Khomotjo. It was a pleasure working with you and Andy over the past several months. And you can always contact me, with any questions and so forth. So thank you so much, Khomotjo. I really appreciate it today.